how they decide 15, 15, 10, 5.
The hell are you talking about?
The goldfish.
Well, because everybody wants that one on the end. And then the pretzels, people don't like as much, but they'll tolerate, but only to the extent that there are 10. And then the other two, everybody loves those. You can just
I don't
pack
like
those.
the colors.
You're crazy. They're just regular goldfish except colored.
Yeah, I'd rather have the flavor blasted extra cheese.
Oh, sure. The flavor blasted is like double cheddar flavor.
So give me 30 of those, 10 and 5.
But if you have the colors, the goldfish colors, it's just like regular goldfish, except it's like pretty and like colorful, and then it appeals to kids. And then you get the one that tastes like super cheddary. It's like
that's the one that appeals to kids.
And then the pretzel ones is every now and again you want a pretzel, and then the other ones are almost like a dessert.
I don't like them.
You don't like the golden graham?
No.
Goldfish?
No. I think it's kind of gross.
Are you kidding me?
No. And you know Amanda? She hates goldfish.
How do you hate goldfish?
She doesn't like the taste of them. She doesn't like them. It makes her nauseous to think
about
it.
Does she like Doritos?
Yeah, she likes Doritos.
Okay. Does she like those little sandwich crackers with the peanut butter in the middle?
I don't know.
Well, I think those are all
like
similar. What about cheese doodles?
I don't know.
Not cheese doodles and
we don't have
goldfish.
extensive conversations about cheese doodles. I don't know.
Well, obviously she said that. She doesn't like goldfish.
Yeah, I don't know. It came up. I don't know. It came up.
If you're watching, tell me why you don't like goldfish. How do you not like goldfish? What's up with that? They're delicious.
She just doesn't like them. Like, I don't like watermelon.
Yeah, but you have a reasoning for that. Like, did she choke on goldfish? That's, after all, we could trace it back, your distaste of watermelon back to the time that you choked on it. It's a taste aversion. You got a taste aversion. Does she have a taste aversion to goldfish?
I don't recall.
Did she have a goldfish that tragically died, perhaps?
I don't think so. She never mentioned a fish. Not that I recall anything. I really don't remember a fish. I feel like I remember that. It's something I remember. But anyway, let's...
Welcome to the Drunk on Writing Show, where every month we get together and chat about a few topics, or maybe no topics at all. Today, we happen to be talking about goldfish as we started this episode. That's not one of our main topics today. Today, we're going to discuss the current state of Subway, the restaurant. We are going to talk about who most made us the person that we are today. And of course, we are going to talk about Lupin. Then, for patrons, there is going to be an exclusive sort of surprise thing that will be uploaded going forward as a separate video. It's just going to be a separate patron exclusive video. Didn't see the numbers on the patron exclusive version of the episode. Weren't watched as much as the other ones. People were watching the regular versions. So I want to ensure that people see those. So that's how we're going to do it from now on. Makes sense. Less just useless video, less repetition in the world. I think it's a good idea. But yeah, welcome back to the Drunk on Writing Show. Shout out to our patrons here. This episode is, of course, brought to you in part through the patronage of Ariya Norinth. Hey, how you doing, man? He was on a few episodes ago, and he's coming down this weekend. So
yeah.
I don't think we'll have time to record something, but maybe we can do something with a quickness. We'll see. Kim, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm okay. I've started commuting back to the city.
Yeah.
And I think this is my
fourth time.
I've gone in.
Tomorrow will be your fourth.
Yeah, tomorrow will be the fourth time.
Yeah.
And it is.
You're not used to it anymore.
No, I came home last night and slept for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was exhausted. It kicked my butt. It was just it's a long day and it's a hot day. Maybe
it'll be better once it cools off.
Maybe I remember the office being warm in the winter and cold in the summer. So right now it's hot in the summer. So we'll see how that goes. I came home yesterday and I had a question for you. I was like, why are shorts not allowed in the office? What's wrong with shorts? Are my hairy calves too distracting for individuals. Like, why can't we wear shorts? Women can wear dresses. You got bare legs. Nobody minds
Okay,
bare legs.
so why were women not allowed to wear pants for, I don't know, hundreds of years?
Because it's sexual discrimination.
Okay, well,
Are we who is sexually discriminating against me that I can't wear pants? I feel like men are just we're just like
not,
you can't wear pants here. Does it make me too relaxed to do my work? I wear shorts and pajamas
what's the
when I'm
dress
at
code?
home.
What's the dress code?
I don't know.
Business casual?
Business casual.
Okay.
But it's floating more-ish toward a casual.
Okay, so are shorts business casual?
No, but why is that not okay? Like,
why is business casual not included?
Yeah, why do we have to have business casual? Why can't I just go to work in a t-shirt and shorts? Why not? Who's it hurting?
Because you need to look respectable.
To who?
To other people in the world.
So when I'm just going about my regular life, I don't need to look respectable?
You should always look respectable.
And does me being in a t-shirt and shorts mean I'm not respecting?
I wouldn't go to work in shorts.
I'm not asking you about work.
I'm just saying. I wouldn't go to work in shorts.
Why wouldn't you go to work in shorts?
That's not right. You wear a dress or dress pants.
What's wrong with shorts?
It's not professional.
Why isn't it professional?
Because the people that make the rules said so.
We come back to them. They always mess me up.
Yeah.
There is the higher ups, the people in charge, make these secret rules that say shorts not allowed here. But I mean,
men's legs generally are not the most attractive thing to look at.
Who gives a shit? Don't look at my legs.
Well, I mean, you're gonna wear shorts. We're gonna look.
Okay, sure, that's fine. You wear dresses. We're gonna look. That's fine. That's what life is all about. We all are physical people. We all have eyes.
Yeah, but I might not be looking because I want to. It's just like there, like the sun. It's there.
So my hairy calves would be a distraction to you, is what you're saying.
I mean, not yours, but
other people's hairy legs.
Yeah.
Because you've seen my hairy legs, so they wouldn't distract you. So you wouldn't need to look at them if I happen to be wearing shorts. But other people who come in and have shorts on, you'd be like,
yeah,
look at that guy's legs.
Yeah. Like, what if it's not good? Like, what if it's not a good situation there?
What if it? What? Okay. You could have both, right? You can have one of those. You can have like a Chris Hemsworth situation where he's got these tiny little legs, and you're like, what happened there?
Right, and then it's distracting, and then I'm like, what's happening with this? And then I'm thinking about that rather than what I'm supposed to be thinking about.
I'll tell you, I have very normal calves. It's just a calf, and they got hair on them like the rest of my body, and it's just boom, it's there. But they get hot, so if we're not okay with shorts. How about?
Have you seen?
How about some like flip flops?
Have you seen this buttercloth shirt? It was on Shark Tank.
It's a what?
I think it's called buttercloth. I believe it's
buttercloth.
Yeah, I think it's buttercloth.
Is that like mesh stuff?
No, it's
Isn't that what buttercloth is? Is like that like loose kind of meshy.
It's deal? All over my Instagram. Instagram, like they know me. It's a little scary. They keep
advertising these expensive shirts toward me, and I don't like it.
No, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. But it was on Shark Tank, right? And it's a unique blend of cottons that
Is there more than one cotton now?
Listen, I didn't come up with this, okay? But it's a men's shirt, and men swear by it. Like, well, at least the people that are
sure,
on his ads.
I mean,
they're on Good Morning America. They're on Good Morning America. The guy from Shark Tank swears by it.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be fabulous.
Can you show it to me?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a
regular shirt. So what's special
about
it?
They've got dress shirts and
does that say $125?
Yeah. They've got dress shirts and then they've got t-shirts. The t-shirts are $45.
Buttercloth shirt.
Yeah.
Looks like a bowler shirt. It looks like something Charlie Sheen would wear.
No, I mean they have different styles.
I don't like the look of that. Look at that. What the heck is that pattern?
Okay, so the pattern doesn't matter. I mean, they have like...
Is that not what it is?
No, right. They have plain ones,
Hold on. What? So, I want to hear what this is. Feel ready for relaxation with shore breeze. Oh, okay. So that's keep it casual and dress it up. Oh, they're telling you how. Okay, so mint fibers, 6-way stretch,
Yeah.
breathable, antibacterial, wrinkle free, and cooling power. Okay, cooling power has caught my attention.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Here we go. Details. Icy
shirt.
cotton. Patented cooling power of natural mint fibers. So they basically made Cool Mint the shirt.
Yeah.
You know, this could be racist.
What? Why?
It's a menthol shirt. That's what it is.
Menthol?
Yeah.
How is that racist?
That's what they said.
Menthol's racist?
So anyways, what you been reading, watching, and playing or listening to?
Well, I finished Downton Abbey.
How was it?
It was good. I liked it. I watched the movie as well.
Is the movie the last bit?
Yes.
Or was there did it go to the movie and then back to the series?
No, the movie's the last bit. It was after the series ended.
So is that the definitive end? Is it no more?
I mean, if they ever wanted to do something else, I'm sure they could.
Okay, so that it's not like a we burned down the Abbey or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
No. I did
make a spin-off sequel called like Uptown Abbey or something.
Yeah. Well, no. But I've been that's pretty much all I've been watching. But I did do Virgin River. Finished a couple episodes of that. Finished that. I been watching Lupin with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I started this morning that movie Fatherhood with Kevin Hart.
Right.
Yeah.
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 How's that?
Well, I'm only like 25 minutes in. So it starts.
That's a third of the movie generally.
It starts off pretty sad. So I think they're building up to hopefully what is a funny movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. High hopes. Kevin Hart sometimes can be very comical.
I haven't been watching a whole heck of a lot.
I do it when I work out. You know you do.
Yeah, and we've been trying to watch Lupin at night. We've been watching. You know what we did watch? Loki.
Oh, we did watch Loki.
I'm not going to spoil Loki here.
Yeah, we did.
But it was good.
Yeah.
I didn't walk away like wowed or anything, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was decent. I saw Black Widow. You couldn't go because we're having some work done in the house, and you wanted to be here to ensure that happened. And I understood it. So Matthew and I went to go see Black Widow, and that was also fine.
Yeah.
As I get further away from it, I think my opinion of it diminishes a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah. It almost seems like it's just skippable. And I think the word has gotten out about that because ticket sales have dropped dramatically, and they're all like, there's all these thought pieces like, oh, are people done with Marvel? No, people aren't done with Marvel. People are done with mediocre movies. There's just too much out there that we wanted to return to Marvel.
Yeah.
This was fine, but it wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't up to what we had seen toward the end of last Marvel. It very much seems like it's a full reset. Like this is phase 1 yet again, where it's just setting up new people that we're going to love for like the next 15 years.
Really? No.
I think that's what they're trying. I don't think it's necessarily successful.
It's not going to happen. I've developed a relationship with these folks.
Yeah, but they're all gone.
No.
Well, most of them are gone. Some of them are still there. They're continuing. Thor's going to come back. I have
problems with change, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will never be another Captain America. They've really got to win me over that one.
Yeah.
Loss of they've really got the right person has to be it. And so far, I'm really not impressed with the guy, becoming this new
Sam Wilson?
Winter Soldier?
No, Winter Soldier is not Captain America. Sam Wilson became
Captain America.
Spoilers.
And listen,
I think that's
I like him. I truly like him as his like I've been watching too much Miraculous with Matthew because I was going to call him Hawkmoth. With whoever he was. I liked him as that character. He flew around.
Falcon.
Falcon, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if I dig him as captain. I like that it's not somebody new.
Well, so I have a theory about what's going to happen. I have a theory. Should I put it out here now, or should we save that for another topic, perhaps?
I don't know. I think let's keep it as another topic.
All right, we'll
maybe.
keep that as another topic. Kim,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you decide which of our 3 topics you would like to talk about first tonight.
Let's talk Subway.
So, what do you want to say about Subway? I think the way you put this topic was the current state of Subway.
Well, I would say, I don't know if it was 2020 or 2019. I kind of feel like 2019. We used to get Subway often.
We did.
They had some delicious sandwiches that we both got.
I think that was when they introduced the turkey avocado wrap, and I was really into it.
They had the turkey avocado. They had a Chipotle wrap, which I really, really liked. I got that for almost everything, right? Like, give me that wrap. And then they started to take things away. And I went there, Sunday? I don't know. We went recently. We went very recently. And their menus totally changed.
Well, they made a big deal about that. They kind of marketed that they're introducing this new amazing menu.
It's anything but amazing.
Really?
It's anything but.
What's wrong with it? I didn't go.
Okay, so you go there and okay, they put these pictures up, right? So everything's a picture now, right? On the board. It's no longer just words.
That's good. You can visualize the sandwich.
No.
I like pictures of my food.
Fine. They have these pictures. It seems like it's extremely pared down. They don't have nearly as many options. That's what it seemed like to me. That was my impression. Whether or not it's true, I'm sure it's not. But
and if it's not true, they're obviously marketing wrong.
Well, and then it just seemed like it was the standard like subs. Like, oh, here's a BLT. Like, I don't want a picture for a BLT. I know what a BLT is. I want your specialty subs. Give me your specialty subs. Which one are you piquing my interest with today? They used to have the sandwich of the day, or
it was the sandwich of the month,
week or
I
month.
Believe. Yeah,
they don't have anything like that now. You go in there and they have this new thing called smashed avocado. Fine, they replaced the guac with the smashed avocado, and now they've got like when I was checking out, I looked over here because the smashed avocado is more money, which I get because avocados are expensive, but
it's more money than what? Than the old avocado? The guac?
No. Then like if you want,
it's an add-on. Yes,
it's an add-on.
Okay, yeah.
Bacon is an add-on.
It's always been an add-on.
But like it's all this stuff that's an add-on, and I'm like, but where's the specialty sandwich that I can just order and everything's built into the price, and I don't need to worry about this is more because I know that's what my sandwich is going to come with.
You want like the chicken bacon ranch basically up on the menu or something. Or
well, I think the chicken bacon ranch is a standard now.
Or what would you want as a specialty? Like I
don't know. They used to have like specialty subs, like sub of the month, that it was like $5 and it came with all the stuff.
Well, they did again. They just relaunched their menu, so it's something that could come down the line.
Well, they better do a good commercial or something because I was disappointed.
Remember the $5 footlongs? I think that's what really got a lot of people going to.
And now they're not $5. It's like $16.85. It's not, but like, like a meatball sub with nothing on it. That's like $6 now.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like I literally just got the meatballs which you microwaved. Like that's how they cook them in the microwave.
It's like a toaster oven, isn't it? It's not a microwave, is it?
It's a microwave. It's a microwave. They microwave them.
Oh, well. I mean, my family went to Subway all the time when we were younger. I remember it was a sort of a special occasion to go get Subway and then go see the fireworks on the 4th of July. Like that was our yearly celebration. And we'd get Subway more often than that. But so I grew up in Bridgeport, and at that time it was not a very good town. I mean, it's still not great, but it's a lot better than it was. The Subway that we went to had...
Was it the one on the corner?
Yeah. Had all the
I wouldn't go there today.
Would you let me finish the story? Had all the people behind bulletproof glass because they had been robbed so many times. And that was our Subway experience. And we would go there and we would get something. My mom would usually get like a tuna fish sandwich. I'd get like a ham and cheese. And it was, I remember always like looking forward to Subway as a kid. And kind of stopped eating them for a while, I would say, for several years. Although I'd always kind of go back. I really enjoyed the period where they had the garlic spread that you put on the roll,
That was
and then they
more
would
recent.
toast it, and it would be like garlic bread.
Mm-hmm.
The roll, oh my god, that was so good. I really enjoyed, which was not that long ago, when they had beef. I would get the club, or the American club, or the Subway club, whatever they called it, and it was ham, turkey, and roast beef. And it was delicious. It was fantastic. They got rid of that. They replaced the beef with bacon, which is not the same. And of course, over the years, I've always heard the thing about how all the meat is turkey. It's not really ham. It's not really beef.
Who told you that?
I heard it for many, many years. I don't know if it's true.
No.
I don't know if it's true. Now they're saying that the tuna has no tuna in it. It was a New York Times article. It was a big scandal.
I wouldn't doubt that. I mean, have you ever had their... Oh, no, you
No, I don't eat tuna.
I used to eat the tuna. It's okay. It certainly doesn't taste like anything you would make at home.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Well, I mean, the meatballs don't taste like the meatballs I would make at home either, but, perhaps they taste more like a frozen meatball. I don't know. I've never had a frozen meatball. But I am not impressed with this revamped menu.
The thing with Subway, the thing that's always been the Subway gimmick, is that it's fast food. It's the healthy fast food, right? It's a healthy sandwich that is cheap, and it's made right there, made quickly. You walk in, you order it, you leave. If the prices of the sandwich are going up to the point where it's no longer like that tier, and they're trying to compete with like the next tier of sandwich, which, I think like more like a DeBella's kind of would be like the next tier up, or Jersey Mike's, or maybe more so, just slightly more expensive, takes slightly longer, might be big, might have a higher level of ingredients. If they're stepping up to that, and they're not necessarily stepping up their game, I read a review. I forget what magazine it was, but it was some food critic who reviewed. He ordered, I think, 3 sandwiches from Subway off their new menu, and he just tore them a new one, just destroyed them. It was like the rolls are mushy. The steak, I think he got like a Philly steak. He said the steak looks like something that I stepped on. Mm-hmm. Like, he just went to town on him, and never wanted to eat a Subway sandwich again. And I gotta say, if I never ate Subway again, I don't think I'd miss it.
Well, I don't want to give them all bad reviews.
I do like Subway. We get Subway. Not terribly often.
I like the chicken. Although they took away the rotisserie chicken.
What?
Oh yeah, they don't have that anymore. The people at the Subway were like, I don't know why they did it. It was our most popular thing.
Well, they said the same thing about the roast beef when they got rid of that. Said the same thing about the garlic spread.
Yeah, so they have the chicken breasts and the chicken strips, and then of course the teriyaki chicken. I think they have a barbecue one too, but it's a relatively cheap sandwich that you can get very quickly. Mm-hmm. And they employ a lot of people.
They do.
They employ a lot of people, including right here in our hometown.
Although they've discussed moving, I think, to Miami or somewhere down there. So
I don't know. I was kind of sad when I was checking out, because I was thinking to myself, I wonder if they're going to start downsizing.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's the whole reason I go to Subway. It's right down the corner. It's right on the corner, right near us, and I can get a quick, healthy-ish sandwich.
Do you mean downsizing locations or downsizing people?
No, locations.
Okay, because I was thinking more downsizing people.
And how are they making the sandwiches?
I don't know. Maybe they'll come prepackaged or something. I mean, look,
Oh,
look
that's
at look
so
at
gross. But then,
look at what McDonald's is doing, right? They're trying to replace as many people as possible. They're basically becoming an Amazon of food stores. I mean, that's how they drive down costs, because if you can get a robot to do what even one person does, that robot is a flat cost. You don't have to pay their insurance. You don't have to pay
yeah.
any of this other crap. An employee, that's
But
problematic for the company.
but here's the difference between McDonald's and Subway. McDonald's is not customizable. I mean, you probably need to special request like more pickles or something. I don't know. I haven't stepped foot inside of a McDonald's in
You ever see one of those
I don't know
those
and
soda machines where you can pick all your certain flavors that you want into one soda? You don't think that they're working on it so that you can say, I want this, 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 and this on the sandwich, and then it just gets built right before you? 3D printed Subway sandwich. The future.
It sounds disgusting.
But it won't be. Not when they get it right.
You know what? It sounds like a lot of investment money for
Yeah.
something that's going to break.
And you know what investments are?
Tell me.
Tax write-offs.
Huh.
How do you think Amazon, Facebook, all these top companies, all their research and development, tax write-offs? That's they use like 3 different tax write-offs to pay no taxes, and that's one of them is research and development.
Well, anyway,
Isn't that great?
it made me sad when I was in there. So that's why I thought, let's talk about it. Maybe you had a different opinion, but you don't. So
And the Cinephiliac chimed in and said, as a New Jersey boy and an Italian, I have to say I've always hated Subway, as I've been spoiled on good subs.
mm-hmm.
White House subs in Atlantic City being my favorite. I've never been there.
I've never
White
been
House,
there either.
White House subs.
I mean, I've been to Atlantic City,
Yeah.
but
I wonder if that's a chain. I've never.
no.
never
I
heard
mean,
of it,
I'm
so-
sure it's like Gaetano's. Like, you know,
Oh yeah, Gaetano's is really
like
good.
if I could have Gaetano's over Subway, I would certainly get Gaetano's.
I mean, you can have Gaetano's.
No, because they're not open like that.
They're not open. They're not as convenient, and they're a little far away.
Yes, this is what I mean. Yeah.
I mean,
But the quality, you can't even compare the two. You can't. You can't compare Gaetano's to Subway.
they also have very different sandwiches, though. I mean, Gaetano's is very Italian based. I mean, you can't get like a ham and cheese at Gaetano's.
Yeah, you can. I've ordered it before for Matthew. You absolutely can.
What about a chicken bacon ranch?
I'm sure they can do it.
Next time we go to Gaetano's, I would like to get a chicken bacon ranch.
Okay, we'll see.
Seeing as that is probably my generally favorite. I usually get it as like a nice little like, ooh, I'm gonna treat myself to a sandwich. Like,
I'm sure you could. Just ask them.
remember the Devon special?
He stole that from me. It was my sandwich.
Do you remember the Kimberly special?
Yeah, I do.
What was it? It was diced chicken, like cut
Yeah.
up chicken, right? With Caesar dressing,
Yeah. Chipotle.
chipotle dressing,
Yeah, and toppings.
and what were the it was usually just like
Yeah, whatever I
like
wanted.
Caesar salad kind
Whatever
of
I was
lettuce.
feeling. Yeah.
We all ended up getting that by the end of the
Yeah,
year.
it was
We
delicious.
would get it all the time.
I
It
know.
was fantastic.
I know. I converted everybody.
Well, I mean, you just basically had to say, try this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would alternate that the late night grab and go. God.
Yeah.
College had there was some good food to be had in college. I mean, it's not great, but it's not like award winning, but it wasn't bad. And it was always there. That was when I learned to love coffee in college, because it was just there. I could just get it. I had unlimited meals. It was great.
Well, yes, it was. But again, going back to, I agree. You cannot compare the Subway versus an Italian deli. You can't.
So you think this whole new Subway menu that they just launched,
Sucks.
based on your one experience from
Yeah.
the other day, sucks, and they messed up.
Yeah.
You want them to go back to the old menu.
Yep. 100%. And I think a lot of people would agree with me. Getting rid of rotisserie chicken, getting rid of the Chipotle wrap, getting rid of roast beef, right there. 3 major mistakes.
Do you think the Chipotle wrap was that?
No, but for me particularly, Like, I'm being selfish here. I want that back.
I want the garlic spread back.
Well, I mean,
You can get the chipotle wrap. I can't get the garlic spread. Like, it was that hard to mix up garlic and butter and then put it on top of the thing and toast it. Like, why is that hard? Why is that not cost effective? Charge me 75 cents. I'll pay 75 cents for freaking garlic bread. Why not? Why can't I have that?
I mean, you can.
Why don't they offer that? I don't like that. I wish they did.
I'm sorry.
You have to go? You have to go. Go answer them.
No. It's 9:30. I'm not answering.
Is that work?
That's Hayes. Yeah.
Yeah, go. Go answer it. It's fine. We'll reconvene. And we're back. Sorry about that, but that was we were pretty much done with that conversation anyway.
Yeah.
So what I want to talk about now is Lupin. Because I feel like we should talk about Lupin because we've been watching Lupin, and that was our video club pick of the month. What I want to jump in here before we get to everything. Actually, no. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. Kim, I want to hear why you picked Lupin and what you thought about it.
So I chose Lupin. It came up on my Netflix feed, and it looked. I always like kind of suspenseful, mystery kind of shows. So this one did appeal to me, and it reminded me a lot of a video game that we played.
Late Shift.
Which I'm like, I'll give this a try.
Sidebar real quick. Late Shift, if you haven't heard of it, if you haven't played it, is a fantastic video game. It's a full motion video FMV based game where it's a controllable movie is pretty much how they bill it. And you make decisions. It's A or B decision. And the storyline plays out. And we played that many, many times. And every time we played it, there was always something new, which was crazy. I don't even think we ever saw the whole thing. And it kind of got us into that genre. We played other games on that. But it was very good, like London thieving game. But continue, sorry.
So I originally watched the first episode when I was still watching on my phone on the treadmill, so it was very small, right? And I didn't realize it was dubbed because again, it's so small on my phone, and I'm running, walking, so I'm not really looking at the details of their mouth. So then I had mentioned it to you, I think. And you're like, I wanted to watch that. And so I said, oh, okay. I tuck that in the back of my head. So it's just been kind of sitting on my queue. And I thought it was different than the typical stuff that I pick.
Very much so.
Yeah. And so some stats on it, right? So Lupin is the first French series to rank among the top 10 on Netflix in the United States, reaching number 3 on January 10th.
Of what year?
This 2021.
Wow.
Yeah. It was ranked number 1 in France and many other countries in Europe. As of January 31st, 2021, the show was watched by 76 million households, making it the second most successful debut ever for an original Netflix show after Bridgerton. In April, it was revealed that Lupin was the most watched title on the company's streaming service in the first quarter of 2021.
Ah, good for them.
On Rotten Tomatoes, the first part holds approval rating of 98%, with the average rating of 7.74 out of 10. But yeah, I mean, what do you think of it? What did you think of it?
Now, so I learned a little bit about Lupin, or Lupin, as they say in the show, but I'm going to say Lupin because I'm American and we mispronounce stuff all the time. So Lupin. It's, so I mentioned Lupin the Third last time, which is an anime and a manga, I believe. Now, Lupin the Third is Lupin the Third, the direct descendant of the
Mm.
fictional Lupin that is referenced in this series. Now,
Okay.
Lupin in this series is not related at all to Lupin. It has nothing to do with Lupin, which is a fictional character again, but takes inspiration from that. Apparently, it's a real story, a real book.
Hmm.
I had never heard of it outside of Lupin the Third, and this series now. I don't know why it's something that isn't celebrated in America, isn't talked about. Like we talk about Sherlock Holmes, is it just because it's originally written in French? I don't know. It's weird
I don't
that
know.
it's not something that has really.
Has it been translated?
I would assume so, right?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. It's weird.
Not sure.
I found that a little strange. Like given all the stuff, all the books that I've read over the years, or even just heard of, that I never really knew this
Yeah.
about this book, Lupin the Gentleman Thief. I think that would be something I would have liked to have read when I
Absolutely.
was
Yeah, I
younger.
think that would appeal to a lot of young men.
It seems like a very teenage boy kind of book. I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
that seems to be when they
Young
read it on
adult.
the show. Yes, young adult. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I would like to read those at some point. The show now, for just full disclosure, we did not finish watching all 10
Hmm.
episodes. We have watched, I think, 7-ish, 7.5, 6.5, somewhere around there. So take that as it will. I think we should talk about the first half, the first 5 episodes,
Yeah.
which is what I think we originally said
Yeah.
we will watch last time. We could talk about the other stuff, but in regard to the first 5 episodes, I liked it. It seemed very much case of the week almost at times, which with an overarching storyline. Not bad. I enjoy that. I like the acting. There
Hmm.
are some parts that aren't terribly great, but and while I was never surprised, I think by it, except for the very end, which upset me, I I enjoyed it. I
Hmm.
didn't mind that I was like, oh, this is gonna happen. It was never
It
it
was
was
predictable for you?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I sort of said this about Black Widow, not earlier in this show, but separately. That Black Widow was trying to pull a Mission Impossible and
Hmm.
try to like really kind of psych you out with different things. And I feel like that happens a little bit in Lupin, but it's more straightforward and just like, oh, he's gonna put on like a fake beard and try to pass
Yeah.
himself off, and there's none of that really like gotcha about the
Yeah.
show, and
Yeah.
so it seems more straightforward, more soap opera y than something that I think I would particularly generally like recommend go for. But again, I liked it, and I liked it to this point. I like the characters. I like the lead actor, Omar
Hmm.
Sy, I believe his name is. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I like him. Um, the rest of the
So,
people,
what did
I don't know.
he dub himself, or
I
was
don't know.
that
You tell
somebody?
me.
I couldn't find that. I don't know.
You're you asking me. You're
I
the
don't
one who's
know
supposed to
because
pull out the facts for it.
I couldn't find it though.
While you're looking that up, I want to
I
throw it over to Folksy Girl,
Okay.
who thank you, Folksy Girl, for subscribing to Netflix for the month. Apparently, Netflix she's gonna get a free trial to Netflix. She said that they're not doing those anymore. I'm like, well, that's shocked. I mean, I guess it's Netflix. They got to make up those subscriber numbers somehow. But thank you. She subscribed and said, I watched the first episode of Lupin Sunday night and it was very, very good. I think it's a smartly written script, very good acting, sometimes excellent. And with regard to the bearded father and 13-year-old son, the tender and caring relationship between them was touching. I always prefer subtitles, but the dubbing in this was just fine. So far, so good. I really have nothing serious to complain about. She also added, a little later, I'm now on episode 6 of Lupin, and I must say, I love it. She said I involved in it, but I think I loved it. Um, I want San to get the bad guys for what they did to his father and son so bad. I'm curious to watch what you have to say about it. I intend to follow this until my 1 month at Netflix is up. I'm so enthralled. I love that you are enthralled, and I want to see the end as well.
Yeah.
I want to see where this ends up going because, yeah, at the end of the fifth episode,
Yeah.
which is halfway through the series, the kid gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
And it's kind of terrifying. And then at the end of the sixth episode, I think it seems like he's dead. And
Yeah.
that I did not like.
Yeah.
I also did not like the blatant racism in it, but I understand that that's a thing that happens, and it's interesting to see it not happening or happening somewhere other than America.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens everywhere, I think, and at least they address it.
Oh yeah, it seemed very much more prominent in the second half. Like all of a sudden, it was like, oh, it's pointed out like he's black.
Yeah.
Like the first half, it seemed like they were fine, and then all of a sudden they were calling the kid like a mixed race kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that was very interesting turn.
Austin Warren is the voice of Asan Dua.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Who do you play in Hot Tub Time Machine?
The band member.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. When I think of Hot Tub Time Machine, I think of that one kid who was in the office with the glasses. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. He was a band member. Yeah.
Nick's band member, but I thought this was enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. I watched the first episode originally, and then I knew you wanted to see it. I had no idea it was a comic or whatever it is. So I didn't even think that would be something that you wanted to watch. And then I started watching it. And I'm like, oh, this Lupin. And you're like, what? But it's just enjoyable. Like I definitely want to finish it. We have to finish it.
We're definitely going to finish it. And as a follow-up, if you would permit me, I would like, once we finish it, to then watch a movie, Lupin the Third, The Castle of Cagliostro, which is probably the most respected Lupin the Third.
Is that animated?
It's an animated film. It's very much in the same vein, same storyline. So I'd be interested in seeing your thoughts on it. It's a clever movie.
Yeah.
It's a Ghibli Studio Ghibli film, and it's very good. And Matthew really liked it when he saw it. So
Matthew's seen it.
Matthew has seen it. Yes, he has.
When?
We watched a lot of the.
Oh, it's anime.
Again, it's animated. Yes.
Animated, but.
Yes, it's anime.
Ugh.
But it's from 1979, so it's more traditional anime and not like nowadays anime. It's old school, hand drawn, hand painted, beautifully done.
All right.
Yeah, I think last time I watched it was on Netflix or Amazon, but I'd like to once we're done with this, just as like a little breather, and potentially as a bridge for you, maybe we should check that out. You okay with that?
A bridge?
A bridge, maybe in like anime after.
No, definitely not. I've seen enough of it.
I'm interested in it. No. You've seen enough of anime? What have you seen of anime?
I watched all those things with the woman who was dying, and they went and visited her in the hospital, and the kid ran away.
Was that Guardians of the Galaxy?
No. There were two girls. They were staying with the father.
My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's probably not the best.
And then I watched something where it wasn't in English, and I didn't. I mean, it was just.
Did you ever see any of Cowboy Bebop?
I don't know, but
Did you ever see any of Trigun?
No, listen.
How about Full Metal Alchemist? These are all boy ones. How about Sailor Moon?
Oh, no Sailor Moon for me. Listen, I'm not an anime person, and that's okay. Hate me for it if you want to.
I don't hate you for it at all.
That's just who I am. I'm not an anime person.
You can like your Downton Abbeys and your.
Let's go back to Lupin. So
That we were still talking about Lupin.
We got into Sailor Moon. But in terms of the actual like characters, who was your favorite?
I feel like there's really only one character who's really developed, and that's Asan. Other than that, I mean, they're all very much supporting cast. I think my favorite is probably the cop.
You really?
I like him. The guy the young guy who's like
Oh, I
who's
thought
like
you meant the double crosser.
hell no the young guy who finds him and he helps him and he saves him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a good guy. I like him.
Mm.
I mean, but I can't help but not like him. There's nothing wrong with him. Like, he's designed to be liked.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even a round character. He's just that's his thing. But yeah, I don't really think most of the characters are very much developed. The bad guy is just very clearly a bad guy. There's no gray about him. He's just an ass. He's a bad guy.
I was sad when his friend died. I
The
can't
reporter?
remember. Yeah.
But she was only in one episode.
I know, but I liked her.
She no, she wasn't gonna make it. I knew she
wasn't gonna make it, but it was still sad.
She was pushing the envelope. She was like she was you know, what do they say, like poking the alligator or whatnot. You know, she went to that press conference and shoved a mic in his face. So what do you think about this thing that you did? And he's just like, I know you. I'm gonna have you killed now.
Yeah.
And you don't do that to this kind of guy. I mean, it's very obvious that he has a lot of people in his pocket, that he can pretty much do whatever the heck he wants. I mean, he's got the police in his pocket, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to have some politicians in his pocket, all sorts of people.
Yeah.
He's about his daughter. I find a very interesting, compelling character, and I hope we see her a bit more in the last couple of episodes and potentially going forward. She's got a lot of layers, but she hasn't been explored much. She's just kind of been like oh, Dad, you're weird. You know, I'm gonna kiss this 13-year-old who swims to me in the pool, which was the most awkward, uncomfortable scene I've possibly ever seen. That was so awkward.
Really?
Oh my god.
I've seen way worse.
Oh, wow. That was. I'd be like,
all right.
What are you doing over here?
So how do you rank it?
Oh, you're spinning Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not going to throw it on me as you normally do. How do you rank it?
All right, so let's take a look at our ranking as a. So, before I do that, I want to have a quick discussion about the ranking, because I've really been digging having like the top 12,
that's fine.
And I kind of feel like just having that going forward instead of like resetting it, because I kind of like how it's falling in. So. You cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. All right, so that's how we're going to do it from here on out. So, our top 12 currently.
Okay.
Number 1, Back to the Future / Back to Future trilogy. Number 2, Knives Out. Number 3, The Pianist. Number 4, The Irishman. Number 5, El Camino. Number 6, Free State of Jones. Number 7, Independence Day. Number 8, Enola Holmes. Number 9, E.T. Number 10, Uncut Gems. Number 11, Nightcrawler, and number 12, Lights Out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was gonna pitch this at you and say, is it better than this? Is it better than this? However, since you pitched it at me,
that's right,
and caught me off guard like that, I would rank this somewhere around. I would put this at number 8.
Which is where?
Which is above Enola Holmes, below Independence Day. I think it should be above Free State of Jones and below Independence Day, but Free State of Jones is at number 6, and that's where that is for the moment. I think it should be at number 8. Independence Day entertains me. To this day, it has its quirks and problems, but it still entertains me. Free State of Jones, I disagree with, but it's there. El Camino, I thought was a very compelling end to that film, and then we get up to The Irishman. This is not anywhere near The Irishman, so I would personally put this at number 8. Now,
no disrespect of Independence Day, but really, like, you like it that much?
Independence Day?
Yeah.
I think that is a movie that is infinitely rewatchable. Again, it's aged, it's older, but
Okay.
I just think it's far more rewatchable than Lupin is, or Lupin.
I'm trying to decide if I want to put it above Enola Holmes.
Mm.
It's very similar.
I would put it above Enola Holmes, although I did like Enola Holmes, so I'd be okay with it going. I would be okay with it going 7, 8, or 9. If you want to bump Independence Day down,
No,
I can see that.
put it above Enola Holmes.
Put it above Enola Holmes. So our new uh ranking. Well, I'm not gonna go through with that because we are running a little long on time on this segment, and I don't want to get cut off. So I'm going to do two things right now. I'm going to tell the joke because I didn't tell the joke yet, and I'm going to announce my pick of the month. Yeah. So this is a very fitting joke, I thought. Kim, why did the art thief's van run out of gas as he drove away from the museum?
I don't know.
Because he had no Monet to buy Degas, to make the van go. Monet, cute. Degas, and Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my pick of the month, because it's a classic film that is currently available on the streaming, and I've seen it many times, and it always manages to make me laugh. And I was very surprised to learn that Kim had never seen it recently. And this is currently on Amazon, available through Prime Video. It's a mad world. Older film. Why? You don't even know anything about it? Don't roll your eyes. One of these days, I'm going to pick something that has you excited.
Hopefully.
Wow. All right, let's go on to our next topic. Kim, our final topic of the night is one that I pulled from a conversation starter article that I found. I looked up questions that should be asked to get to know somebody or just have a conversation with somebody. And I thought this one was kind of interesting because it's not something that we've necessarily talked about on the show, or maybe not even at all, which is who most helped you become the person you are today. And just before we started recording, I shared with you what the topics that we were going to talk about, and you were like, "Oh no, that's right, you did tell me that," and you were like, "Yeah," and you were obviously thinking. So I'll go first if that helps.
I mean, I can
go. Would you like to go?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So Kim, who would you say most helped you become the person you are today?
I don't think it's one person.
Okay, you're not answering the question. That's fine.
No,
go ahead.
No. How can it be one person?
Well, it's the person who most influenced you. But go ahead. Tell me your answer. You think there were multiple people that really had strong influences on you? Yeah,
I mean, you grow up, right, interacting with individuals, mostly your parents. So obviously, the people that influence you, at least when you're very young, which gives you the basis for who you become, are your parents, right? But nobody's perfect. No parent is perfect. And I think that kids even see that. And I think that you learn very quickly what you like about somebody and what you don't like about somebody, you know? I mean, that didn't make sense. What you like about somebody. Yeah, no, it did. And don't like about somebody. And that sort of influences you to become your own person. So you take from your mom, you take from your dad, you take from your grandparents, you take from perhaps teachers or friends even. And you kind of morph into your own individual. That's what makes us unique. All the interactions we have. I don't know if it can be one particular person. No? You disagree?
Yeah, I do. I think
Okay.
it can be one particular person who most influences you.
Okay, so who's yours?
Okay, so I also, I gave this a good deal of thought, and I came up with a number of people who have greatly influenced me over the years. Starting right off, same thing, parents. You know,
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of ways, I'm my father. Um, in a lot of ways, I'm my mother. I pick and chose things that I liked about them, as you said, and their personalities, and kind of incorporated them into mine. And I could see, our kids doing the exact same things now. Um, I think my brother has a good joke where he calls our father the 1.0 or the prototype, and that each one of us kind of got a little better
Mm-hmm.
as it went on, and he'll say like he's the 2.0, and then Jeffrey's like the 2.1, and I'm like the 2.2. And we all kind of took our own paths, and we learned from each other. It was my brothers, and we all kind of learned from each other and built on each other and built on what our father did. But I don't think the who I am today, I can really directly say I was most influenced by my father. Most that he most helped me become the person that I am today. I think
Mm-hmm.
he helped me to an extent, and he
Right.
got me to. And same with my mom. She got me to a place. And those are the ones that I initially came up with. And then I also, another name that I came up with was Justin,
Mm-hmm.
my cousin, who was a patron for the last couple of months. We spent a lot of time together through our formative years, from the time we were like 12 until recently.
Mm-hmm.
We spent a lot of time together. More so probably pre-college, like high school, middle school sort of years, the formative years. And he influenced me, I influenced him. We made a lot of decisions, made a lot of life choices, that he's probably the reason I really got into video games. I was into video games before, but I remember going over to his house one day, and he was playing Red Faction,
Mm-hmm.
and we started playing that together, or he was playing Final Fantasy 10 or something like that, and we started playing that, and then he got an Xbox,
Right.
and we started playing Halo together, and we would do LAN parties, and we got really big into
Right.
that, and that got me into shooters. I had never played a
Mm-hmm.
first person shooter before that.
Yeah.
I had never played an RPG before that, and you know we grew up, we drank together, we went out together, we saw things, we saw life together, and he was a big influence. And I could say, to an extent, again, he had a lot of influence, but again, if I think about today, who I am
Right.
today, it's not him.
Yeah.
I think I picked and chose, and I grew out of that. So I kept thinking about it, and Ariya was another one that I think
Yeah.
came up. I think Ariya had a lot of impact on me, and I had a lot of impact on him. Again, still through our formative years, especially in college, when we would just sit there and wax philosophical for hours, or just play Halo 3, or I would play BioShock, and he'd watch, and you'd watch, and
Mm-hmm.
it was just we've seen a lot together, and we've done a lot together, and I think he played a huge influence. There's all sorts of people that I think have impacted me a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it over the years. Relationships that I've had, people that have come and gone. I remember my senior year English teacher blew my mind, and I tell this story sometimes, and I think I can trace back my interest in literature, in English. Though I had read since kindergarten. I was an early reader. I was reading all sorts of stuff. I was reading Moby Dick in like second grade. It was something stupid, way before I could even understand it. I knew the words, didn't get it, but I could read. But I remember my senior year English teacher, Mrs. Sullivan, um, where we were reading poetry, and I think it was The Rose, and we were interpreting, we were analyzing this poem, and it was a simple poem about a worm eating a rose, and at that time, I'm very literal. I'm looking at this and I'm like, there's worms eating this rose. And she starts talking about it and just going off on it. And she says, what's this story about? And after we had talked about it, and I was sitting there thinking, and nobody wanted to say it, and I raised my hand. And she was like, yes. And I said, sex? And she was like, it's about the sex. And I was like, what? And she kind of taught me this thing, which I don't know if it's necessarily true, but she's like, all like good poetry and all good literature, you can boil it down to like 4 ongoing theories. So like it's like sex, love, death.
Yeah.
And it'll boil down to something there.
Yeah,
I think there might have been a 4th one.
My English teacher said the same thing.
And I was like, this is wild. And I went into psychology from there, but I ended up falling back to English because it was what I loved, and it kind of got me into writing and doing all that. But still, she's not at all the person who made me who I am today. In fact, the person who I think most helped me become the person I am today is you.
Me.
You. I think you have supported me in ways that I never thought or expected to ever be supported. You read my books. You encouraged me to write them. You encouraged me to do drunk on writing, to do whatever makes me happy, to explore what makes me happy, to try out new things, to go see new things, to you make me want to be a better person. I have a lot of issues. I have a lot of flaws. And I don't think without you that I would necessarily have corrected any of them or fixed any of them. I think I probably would have fallen off the deep end at some point or other along the lines.
I don't know about that. I think you have to give yourself more credit than that.
Yeah, possibly. But it's true. I mean, you've had a heck of an impact on me over the years. I mean, the fact that we have a house together, we have a lovely family together. And there have been times in my life where I was like, I don't know if I necessarily even want a family. I don't know if I want a house, and I'm so happy today with where we are, what we're doing, what I'm doing. Generally, I say it all the time. I love my job. My CMO laughed at me when I told him that. I was like, it's true. I love my job. I really enjoy it. I don't like the commute currently, which is kicking my butt. And I think it's very unnecessary, but I really enjoy what I do. And I think, and I don't think I would have taken that job without you. When it was really pitched at me and then I'd have to go into the city, I was like, I don't know. I don't think I can do that. You helped me make better decisions.
You don't forget your mom. You talked to your parents about that decision to go into New York.
That was just one thing. I'm just saying. I've known you now since 2016, right?
No.
2006.
Yeah.
2006. So it's 15 years.
Yeah.
15 years. That is almost half my life, and you've been there. You've been my best friend throughout it, and you have been there for me and helped me be a person and help me flourish. And I mean, you are absolutely, without a doubt, the person who has helped me become who I am today. Probably good or for bad. I will throw that out there. There are times where I feel very upset, and I think it's usually because of you. So I'm just going to throw that one out there. The good and the bad is probably mostly boiled down to you. But I mean, I love you, and you have helped me become who I am today more than anybody else at all.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very sweet.
You're welcome. Yeah, it didn't really occur to me that it was you until like an hour before we recorded.
Oh, really?
We're recording, but I was like, it's very obvious. Like once I was like, made the connection.
It's interesting because I think an hour before recording, I was yelling at Matthew.
That's probably accurate. Yeah.
I don't know. I think for me, obviously, there's been a lot of people in my life. I just don't know I don't know who the one
Can I
person
suggest two
is.
people that you did not mention?
Okay.
Your grandfather
Yeah.
is one, and that teacher.
Teacher?
That teacher from your high school who you always talk about. Kovacs?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say him at all.
No?
No. Honestly, I think work has been such an influential part of my life. Um, Before I started working, I think I was a completely different person in high school. Like, I was so shy. I mean, I tell you this, and I've said this before. During my first job, there was a woman who told me that I could never manage people. I didn't have it in me to manage individuals. Um, and at the time, I don't know why it struck a chord. Like, because I think it just irritated me. I'm like, who the hell are you?
There we go. That's what I was
Telling
waiting
me,
for.
right, that I can't do this.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. And it was over and done, and I
And you
moved
probably
on.
and you've thought about it ever since. Who is she? Who is she? Who is this woman?
The fact that she told me, right? But and that was never my intention. I didn't go to college intending to be a manager. I didn't even take my first job with the intention of becoming manager. Um, in fact, my manager was the one who said, "What do you think about being a manager?" Right? Like a supervisor at the time, but you know, so she saw something in me that clearly this other person did not. And I don't know. I remember becoming originally a supervisor and saying, "Huh." She said, and I remember thinking back to that and thinking, I proved her wrong. Like at the time, I was managing, I think, I don't know, 15 people. So small amount of individuals. But I was doing it, and I was very proud. And man, if I could ever rub it in her face that I have an organization of, I think I'm up to 166 people. I mean,
That's the size of my company.
well,
Yeah.
But I could never do it, right? I don't think so.
She showed you.
No,
in your face.
Honestly, she's probably dead. But
In your face, dead woman.
I don't know. But my job, at my current company, I think that really influenced me a lot. I think it gave me a lot more confidence. I don't know if you agree with that. I mean, you knew me before I took the job here.
Probably, although people have always referred to you as intimidating.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that you have like a strong personality, a strong will.
And that's probably my mom.
Yeah.
That's my mom right there. Yeah. She's very strong-willed. If anybody's intimidating, it's her, not me.
I never found your mom intimidating.
But you don't find me intimidating either.
That's true.
But for some reason, I'm intimidating people. And I don't know, I really don't know what I do to make people feel this way. Most recently, we were talking about an individual today.
Yeah.
Warren approached me and he said, I think this person's intimidated by you. And I said, what the heck did I do? Because, like, literally, my interaction with this individual is minimal. I spend most of my day working, having no interaction whatsoever. So on occasion, I'll come out, oh, hi, and, do whatever I need to do, and then go back into my office. But I
don't know what it is, but I very distinctly got that impression. Yeah. And it makes me laugh because I've heard this so many times over the years that people find you intimidating. I'm like, but why? I don't understand it.
I don't know. I'm quiet.
Do you look like analytical?
I'm quiet here. See, that's the thing. Like at work, I am not quiet. I'm not quiet. I'm anything but quiet. I think sometimes people want me to shut up because, like, I just keep inserting my. I
wonder if anybody ever finds me intimidating. I don't feel like I'm an intimidating individual.
I don't know.
No, I don't know though. I've never been told I'm intimidating. I have been told when I'm in back in my hometown that I walk differently. But that's just blending in.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think originally it was probably, my mom. My dad, too. Right, gave me the basis. My grandfather, for sure, had some influence there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I don't know how much of that is genetic, too. Like, if I get together with my cousin, like, we have similar...
So let's broach this subject real quick.
Yeah.
Your cousins won't necessarily be like you because of genetics. They could also be like you because of upbringing. Their upbringing comes from half of your upbringing, right?
We all have, like, not
Yes.
all of us, but there's a similar sense of humor there with a lot of us.
Yeah, well, it's all your grandfather's kids. So, like, he had the 3 sons.
Yeah.
And then that's your dad's side of the family, right? And all of you guys are so alike. You're all very different. You know, we got a firefighter, a chef, an author, a teacher, I don't know what else it does.
Social worker.
Social worker. You know, all over the place. You all have very, very distinct personalities. But then you get together, and you just you all look alike. There's that, but you just I don't know. You're all very much, and I'm very much the same as with my family as well. And it's just that's what families are all about, right?
Yeah.
Of course, I look like I'm from the milkman and not necessarily from my family, but that's a story for.
Well, it depends on which family you're talking about. The Pawlowskis, yeah.
This is true.
But I don't know. So, but then, you know, I think aside from that, yes, you've had huge influence in my life. Obviously, I think that goes without saying.
It's okay. I don't need to be the most.
I don't know. See, I struggle with this. I truly don't know. Is it you?
I think you've been more. I think you've been more influential on me than I've been influential on you.
Mm.
Although I could see an argument for the vice versa as well.
Yeah, there's definitely an argument there.
Yeah.
But then I think my old boss too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my old
Al?
No, the Stacy.
Oh, gotcha.
I think my old boss influenced at least my work relationships, and that in turn influenced who I am.
I think just in general, everybody influences us, right? We pick up little things from everybody. And that's how we become better humans.
Yeah. And then I have all my friends too. So and you take bits and pieces of everybody out. So I don't know.
So I don't think we have any definitive answers. I have a more definitive answer than her. Thank you, Kim, for influencing me. Love you.
Yes.
This has been the Drunk on Writing Show. I'm ending that quickly because we've been somehow chatting for 20 minutes about that. And soon, in just a very quick moment, the camera's going to cut off. And I don't like that happening if I can prevent it. So hopefully that will not be an issue in the near future, as I do plan on upgrading our camera system very, very soon.
Okay. And
what?
I'm trying to get you there.
I see the clock. If this cuts off, please look forward, patrons, to an exclusive reading by me of my very first book, coming up as a patron exclusive.
Sanity's Flaw?
Yeah, Sanity's Flaw. I need to read it so I can write the sequel, and I figured why not read it out loud and with you. So look forward to that. Patron exclusive. We'll be breaking that up over however long it takes, and we'll see that. Everyone else, thank you for watching. We enjoy you as always, and we will see you next month. Cheers, and keep on writing. I don't know if that got cut off. Did you get cut off? We're good. We got it like right under the cutoff.